So I've seen a lot of people asking about timerx and how it works on the Discord, the pack Discord. So I'm gonna show you quickly how the thing works. It's not very complicated, really. It just boils down to getting the hang of it. But just that's life, you know. That's just life. It's just the way it is. So let's say that you want a thing to appear after activating your flashlight, for example, and you want it to happen after a certain amount of time. As you know, the timerx event is good for making things appear after or before a certain amount of time for a certain amount of duration, and that's what it is for. It's not complicated. Also, I make sure that I put affect children only on, because that's the way timerx is supposed to work. It's supposed to work in a in this fashion. I don't know if you can see it in the recording itself, but still, it's supposed to work like this. So I'm gonna put this sphere on the timerx. So what is gonna happen now is, after, let's say, a second, equal or below a second, also make sure reset on hide is on. If you don't keep it on, the timerx will just go on, and it'll never reset after you hide it. So it's good for making things appear only once. But if you want it to happen every single time that this event, the flashlight event, activates, you want to make sure the reset on hide is on. Maybe this is the problem for many people. Also, now in this case, I want to make this orb appear for a second after I enable my flashlight, and then it'll just disappear. So equal or below 1. That means that it'll activate when the time is less than 1 or equal to 1. Make sure that invert is on. Actually, need to put, wait, it is a child already, sorry about that. Invert on. Now when I deactivate my flashlight again, you can see that it'll disappear after a second. That's exactly a second. Now what if I want to make sure that it only happens after my flashlight is on for a second? Okay, this is on, then off, and then it appears after a second. You can stack timerx events in this way, by just making it a child of an already existing timerx event. So let's say that I want it to appear for a second after a second. Seconds to 1. Equal or below, find simple 1. Reset and hide. Make the sphere a child of this timerx event, and then set it to invert on. Now when I enable my flashlight and then turn it off again, it'll appear after a second for a second, and then it disappears. That's just how timerx works in a really quick fashion. If you have any questions, hit me up on the Discord channel. Most of the time I will respond if I feel like it. If I don't, well, tough luck. There's plenty of people on the Discord that can help you with this shit, so have fun.